A very good morning, viewers. It's 7:30 and you're watching Republic TV. I'm Deepak Suresh Kumar. First up, US President Vance is in Munich this week, attending the high-profile Munich Security Conference. As the world leaders gather to discuss pressing global issues, Vance is meeting with key European officials to discuss NATO defense spending and also the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict, and along with that, strengthening international partnerships. Watch our report to know what exactly happened at Munich.
As the world leaders and diplomats gather for the security conference in Munich, intense concern and uncertainty over Trump's foreign policy looms in the air. US Vice President J.D. Vance is set to meet with the key stakeholders to brief the US's stance, be it the Kyiv-Moscow conflict or Europe's military budgeting.
We're going to talk, of course, about the Ukraine-Russia conflict and how to bring it to a negotiated settlement. And I'm sure we'll talk about some other areas of cooperation, too. I mean, my high-level argument to these folks is, look, Europe is, of course, a very important ally of the United States. NATO is a very important military alliance, of course, that we're the most significant part of. But we want to make sure that NATO is actually built for the future. And we think a big part of that is ensuring that NATO does a little bit more burden sharing in Europe so that the United States can focus on some of our challenges in East Asia.
Vance is expected to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for talks that will shed light on Trump's ideas for a negotiated settlement. Trump, who upended years of steadfast US support for Ukraine recently, has been vague about his intentions. Trump has only been pressing Kiev to chart a deal that will likely result in ceding the territory to Russia, which was annexed during the Crimean War of 2014. J.D. Vance began his day in Munich with a meeting with the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte. Doubling down on Trump's desire to see more defense spending, Vance reiterated that Europe's spending has only been decreasing. Rutte agreed that Europe needs to step up.
Has been noted European before, and it's really important, and I look forward also from that perspective to our talks, and on Europe stepping up, the European part of NATO stepping up. You're absolutely right, it has to be done. We have to grow up in that sense and spend much more. We also have to discuss the defense industrial base. Of course, this is a problem we have both in the US and in the rest of NATO. We are simply not producing enough. We are not keeping up with the Russians and the Chinese.
Vance also met UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy as they re-strengthened their bilateral ties, agreeing on a number of key issues.
The special relationship, the Anglo-American relationship, is more than just an alliance. It's a covenant.
That's right.
Between two partners, and we're very pleased to be your partner across the sea. Last year we met, we were both in opposition. We were talking about growth in our economies. We were talking about the problems we've got with controlling our borders. And of course we were talking about European security. We're committed to increasing defence and encourage our friends across Europe to do the same.
J.D. Vance also met German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier on the sidelines of the conference. The two pledged to work together to end the 3-year-old Russia-Ukraine war, along with condemning the devastating Munich attacks.